I get to the hip cover here, right? I'm gonna do the same thing. I dive over his shoulders. I go for those legs. He knows better this time. He wants to keep his legs away from me. Okay, so instead of fighting for his legs, his head starts coming towards my head. I'm gonna catch his arm right in his armpit here. Grab his wrist with my other arm. Okay, if you want to, again, if you want to truck, you can. If you don't, that's fine. All right, I'm gonna take his hand. If I can go 2-on-1, fine. Otherwise, I'm just gonna get underneath it. I'm gonna pass it over my head. All right, my inside arm now shoots around his head. Okay, S-grip my hands, and I pull his head towards me. All right, wrestling they call it a guillotine. Jiu-jitsu we call it twister. All right, so I started here, maybe on his foot, right? I'm trying to push. Yep, he pushes his leg off, fine. I start going for the banana split. He doesn't like that, so he starts grabbing at my head. A lot of times this is where you'll end up getting it, right? Because he's trying to keep me from extending his hips. So I'll just take that inside arm, shoot over. His hand's got to be behind my head. S-grip, right there. Again, that same place we got out before when we bridged and reached, I want to be pulling on that part of his head, not down on his neck where he's strong. I want to be up on his head. Okay, now this is illegal in most tournaments, for white belts especially, but that doesn't mean that I can't go around past the gi across and choke. That's perfectly legal. Okay? This is also a great place to wait for the cops to show up if you're at a bar and he doesn't have any friends. All right? Because there's literally nothing they can do to get off it. Their arm is trapped, they can't hit you with the other hand. You're good. Cool, so we're going from the bottom, get onto the top, roll over. Okay, if you want to hit those first two leg submissions first, go for it. Right? The calf cutter, then the banana split, then the twister.
Open the door.
Questions?
Yeah, why is that illegal?
Because it's a spine lock.
Oh.
So a lot of times, so like calf cutters, bicep cutters, spine locks, they're pain until their destruction. Right? So like with a choke, you don't tap, okay, you go unconscious, right? An arm bar, yeah, it'll break, but it's not nearly the damage. But like with something like this, people will bite down on their mouth guard. Yeah, it hurts, but I'm fine. And then their spine snaps, right? Or with a bicep cutter, right? You bite through it, it hurts, and then your elbow goes, right? So same thing with a knee. So that's why a lot of times just people who are competitive that don't know the danger they're in, they go meathead like we do in football, and then they hurt themselves for their career. So, all right, 1, 2, 3.